Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dorks Daily. The sword is here. Dorks Daily. Here it is. Here it comes. Coming right at you.
Hi everybody.
Hello everyone.
Guys, we are home today. We are not on the beach because it looks like it's gonna pour. There's thunder rumblings. It's the whole thing.
Alright, so we gotta tell the story.
Yeah, let me move this closer. I hate when there's like a little corner. Okay, we're good.
So
alright guys, so today we had Jim went to the collision center. And here's why.
Yeah. So when we were coming home from, this is gonna sound crazy.
We might have told you already. We forget.
I told the person at the car place this. If you can imagine, by myself, me telling the story. If you think this lady believed one word that I just said,
it's true.
So we're coming home from the World America cruise, and I just happened to notice that in front of us there was a pickle truck, a pickle company.
All of a sudden, guys, out of the corner. Oh, you saw the truck first?
Yeah. Let me tell you what I saw.
Oh, I didn't even see the truck.
Let me tell you what I saw.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you what I was going through.
But I'll tell you what I saw.
And then you tell me you saw.
Okay.
Because I have to give Michelle a lot of credit on this. This is super impressive, in my opinion, because you guys know when something tragic's about to happen, it happens in slow motion, almost where you have a lot of thoughts in the minutes, seconds this takes. Well, in front of us, this truck, I noticed that this barrel was what do you call a barrel? You got pickle barrel. It was a pickle barrel is what it was. Not the big barrel, not the big brown barrel that was at the corner stores growing up.
It was the white ones that are in the deli.
Yeah.
Like the big tall ones are 4 feet tall.
Are they that tall?
Maybe 3 feet.
Yeah, okay.
3 feet.
All right, whatever.
Because I'm 5 foot, I'm 5'2", but they're high to me. Those
it was high enough that it covered in front of the car. So I see this thing fall, and when it falls, it bounces to the right. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh my God, she's gonna swerve and kill us because we're going 75. We're in Miami traffic. We're probably in Lauderdale at this point.
I don't know. It was after Miami.
We were right outside.
But
Miami.
I don't know where exactly.
Yeah. Well, then the thing, as soon as it goes this way,
just bouncing.
It just comes back to us, and I'm just like, oh my God, she's gonna swerve. But I'm not saying nothing. I didn't do what normal people would do. I did nothing.
Thank God.
I stayed dead silent.
Because I can't deal with someone going
yeah, because I'm if I do anything grab the wheel or do it, we're gonna die. We're going way too fast.
Yeah, guys, because we were in traffic. Everyone was going fast. I was in the what was I in? The right lane, or was I in the middle?
You were on the right side.
I was in the right lane.
We could have gone off the road, probably. But by then we couldn't.
It doesn't matter because it's coming at me. If I veered to the right, it's still hitting me at some point. And I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I saw next to me there was cars. I'm like, I have to take this on. I have to eat this. I can't.
Eat it.
There's no way out of this. I was afraid that it was going to hit the windshield.
Yeah.
Thank God it did not, because that would have been a whole nother situation of scariness.
Well, yeah, because you probably would have flanched or did something.
Yeah, so I just was that's it. I'm hitting this object.
And this is after the insanity getting off MSC.
I was just you're hitting the tail table.
Sorry.
Guys, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I saw I couldn't move nowhere. I'm just this is happening.
We're dying.
Do you ever think to yourself, this is happening?
Yeah,
this is happening right now. So whatever outcome it is, this is it. This is it. I can't. Yeah. So I just kept.
We didn't even check the car.
I just kept my speed. All I heard was boom.
Yeah.
It hit us. It was so loud, guys, and I didn't react, and it just flew to the right.
I didn't see where it flew.
It flung to the right.
Okay.
So we hit it, and it just flung out. So we saved everyone else.
I thought for some reason it was going to get jammed in our grill when we got.
So when we got home, we checked the car. The whole front of the whole grill's all cracked. Everything.
Yeah, but at first it didn't look bad. Then I kept looking. I'm like, oh.
No, it was bad. So guys, we have insurance, thankfully, and I kept my same insurance that we had on the Tundra with the collision and all that. So it's all covered, hopefully, except the deductible, which is annoying. Life. But yeah, so that's where
that deductible will be going.
And listen to this. Jim took it over today, and guess what, guys? There was a whole little dog party there that I missed.
Yes.
All right, there was this little dog with an outfit on.
Yep.
There was another dog, the pit bull. I didn't see
No,
him.
it was a boxer.
Oh, okay. I thought he was a pit bull.
Like a
But
big
yeah,
boxer.
a whole bunch of dog fun that I missed out. But guess what? Me and
Remarkable
Lily
dog.
stayed here,
Yeah.
and we made Bloody Marys.
Well, I had
instead.
fun. Lily hasn't talked to me since I got back, and she's mad.
She is mad. Guys, I made Bloody Marys. Fabulous. I got a new Bloody Mary mix.
You can have all the Bloody Marys.
done with
you
that
want. You
zing
missed
zang
it.
stuff.
You missed the dog party.
Don't buy the zing
I was at
zang.
the dog party. You missed it.
I'm gonna take a picture of the new Bloody Mary mix I got. It's so much better.
Yeah, don't get the zing zang.
Zing Zang is like
Zang.
no.
I had to get some more old fashioned mix.
I know, but you're not even drinking them. Maybe when you do, you'll have it.
My guess.
I like to have stuff in.
Yes,
right?
I like to have it.
All right, guys. So what is going on? It is Monday. The week's
Monday.
just
We got
starting.
some little action already.
It's 4th of July week, so we are off on Friday, 4th of July. But yeah, we got a busy week before then, so. Anyway, guys, guess what? Carnival's got Coke
Back. Coke is
back.
back on Carnival.
Coke is back. I guess they got rid of
We
Pepsi.
got some good news. That's a good move on their part. They're like trying to find.
They're
some
like,
good
what
news
can
they
we
throw
do?
our way. Yeah,
Let's-
they switched to Pepsi.
Yeah, so now they're back to Coke.
Which we're Coke people. There is Pepsi people out there, but I just feel like Coke.
No.
Here's what I always say to people that say
Classic
it's
Coke.
not a Coke world, right? If that's true, then why every time I ask for a soda, they say is Pepsi okay?
Yeah.
You never hear them
Because
ever
they
say
know
is Coke okay.
that nobody really wants that.
Most people are no, there's Coke, there's Pepsi people.
I know, but I feel like
Courtney's parents are
here's
Pepsi-
the deal
Courtney's
though.
Coke
I
people.
feel like if you're a Pepsi person, you're not going to say, "Oh, you don't have Pepsi." But if you're a Coke
No.
person, you're going to say,
Well, I'd like to
"Oh, you
find
don't
out.
have Coke."
Is there any Pepsi people out there, and how do you feel? Like, are you okay with Coke?
Yeah.
Now I know when there's Pepsi, there's times where I've said no. I just rather not. have it.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't
I'd
it?
rather not.
That's nuts.
And Diet Pepsi's even worse.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No.
It's got this taste to it.
Who's Pepsi? Who's Coke? We're Team Coke.
I like RC Cola better. And that's
I
a
remember
Pepsi
growing
product.
up, and you know what's so funny? We were growing up in the 80s. This happened in the 80s, right? When they changed the Coca-Cola Classic
Yeah,
to
remember
just
that?
Coke. Well, let me
Right.
tell you something. We used to, my dad, he used to send me to the store. If I got a bottle of soda, he always used to tell me, make sure it's a classic Coke.
Yeah, because they had the new Coke.
He
came
didn't
out.
want that Fugazi Coke. And
Remember
for
the
my
new Coke?
grandfather,
Do you
too, we
remember
had to
that?
buy him the classic Coke.
Do you remember the new Coke?
I do, yes, because I was told, because I used to be sent to the store all the time.
I think they
And
were
I was
trying to make
told
it taste
this,
like
to buy the
Pepsi.
classic.
Yeah, because you had new Coke, and
I
then
don't know
they
what the
went back
difference
to
was.
They had classic, the new Coke. I think it was supposed to taste like Pepsi, kind of.
I feel like
was
when
like
they
sweeter. I think
started the
Pepsi's
branding Coke, maybe that was during the time when like all the drugs
they
came out,
they changed.
and they were
it.
like, maybe this isn't a good marketing,
yeah, well,
just
there
for it to
was-
say Coke.
I'm pretty sure it was in the. actual
Maybe
site.
people didn't want it
Yeah.
because it was
I'm
just
sure
the
they
look.
didn't. They're like, no, take that out of there. It's way too much energy. I feel so great. I'm tired of feeling
No,
so
the branding, the branding.
great. No, I get it.
Maybe it looks
No,
better when it says
no.
classic.
You're missing
Remember
what
the-
you're missing what I'm
What?
saying here. New Coke was a new.
Oh, was it
flavor.
different?
They changed.
Oh,
the
I
flavor.
thought it was a whole just
No,
branding.
No, they changed the flavor.
No
They
way.
changed like it was different.
Well, they had to have both because for me to be told specifically to buy
Yeah,
the
get the
classic,
classic,
then
yeah.
they must have had both.
Right, sure.
But I didn't know. I didn't. Well, yeah, obviously it's a different.
Well, it didn't last.
No, it's a different. Was it recipe?
Different recipe.
Anyway, guys, Carnival has got Coke back, so
That's
no
not
need
the
to
new
worry
Coke.
about that.
It's the classic Coke.
Yes. What else?
I'm glad that's big.
Let's
I was
talk
upset
about
that.
this accident, guys. A little girl went overboard on the
Yeah.
Disney what?
Got
The
jumper.
Disney Dream.
Yeah.
I don't know how old she was. I don't know.
She looked like 11, 10, 11.
I don't know
from
the
what I
age,
saw.
but she went overboard on deck 4. I don't know. There's no news of how she went overboard or why. But the father jumped in, and Disney they saw it, I guess, on the cameras. They got the boats out there immediately and saved them both. So
I'm smacking
thank
that
God.
kid. You get back on the ship, that kid's gonna beat.
Yeah, because the dad, obviously, I mean, he's like, I'm going to save her.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you
Or did
can't-
she slip? Is there a place you just slip and fall in? I
I
feel like
don't
you have
know.
to be doing something you shouldn't be doing.
I don't know. To fall over like that
I just
is-
can't see it.
I don't know. It's hard to fall off a ship, guys.
You had to be climbing up something and then you flipped over.
I don't know.
That's nuts, man. Absolutely nuts.
And it's nuts that she was on deck 4.
Imagine that father's panic. Oh my God. Imagine
And
his
thank
panic.
God they didn't get like sucked under.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. This ship is massive. You go out there, there's such an undertow.
Yeah, it can suck you under, you said. That's what one of the guys
There's
said.
an undertow even if you just go walk out on the beach.
Yeah, I mean...
Let alone if you jump off a gigantic ship that's like
I
causing
wonder if the
this-
father even made his way to the daughter.
I don't
Like,
know.
when she
All I
fell
know
in.
is that they saved them in minutes. It took like minutes. They were like, they must have saw it like immediately.
Well, sure.
They
must have been there with
No,
her.
well, thank God that the
Was
crew...
it a balcony? A fall?
No, it was on
We don't
deck
even
4.
know.
There's no balconies
Oh,
on deck 4.
okay.
It was probably a walk around.
This is like a standing situation.
downstairs.
He was standing, playing, looking over, no one saying nothing.
I don't know, but guys,
You know, maybe smack the kid.
how fast did they react though?
Yeah.
Because all it takes is one swallow and you're done.
Done.
So,
Shark out there.
I
who
mean,
knows?
it's the waves are coming at you like you don't. I can guarantee you, any of us, even people that think they could swim, if you get thrown off a ship or fall off a ship, that's a whole different. Those waves are different.
Sure it is. I mean,
In the
they're
middle of
clear
with the
swells,
undertow of the
I
ship.
still believe if you just lay on your back and just let the water take you,
I don't know,
you'd be
Jim.
all right.
It's still gonna go over your face,
Sure
and
it
if you
is.
accidentally
Sure it is.
breathe it in,
You don't want to breathe it in.
done.
You're going to have to pick and choose your breaths.
I know, but I don't think it's as easy as you
I'm still
think it is.
floating now. I'm not doing no movement. I'm just like this.
I know, but a child is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
panic.
kid, how that's crazy.
Exactly,
That
and
kid
the
even
father's
got
gonna
that, right?
panic too because he's so upset.
Oh my God, he freaked out probably.
Exactly. So everyone is safe. They are good, but guys, very, very, very scary. So
I hope there's video. I just
they
wanna
were
see
on their
what-
way from the Bahamas to Fort Lauderdale. So
What ship was it on?
They-
The Wish?
the Disney Dream,
Dream?
yeah. So I think it's one of the smaller Disney ships,
Wow.
but maybe that helped. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Crazy.
guys, what else
Crazy.
is going on in Puerto
Some
Rico,
crazy
guys?
shit going
Now,
on.
do you remember in Puerto Rico when they had to close Pier 3 because of MSC? I forget what MSC ship, but one of the MSC ships messed up the dock in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So the bigger ships couldn't dock there no more. They
Right.
couldn't go there. The Oasis class could not go there.
So they're trying
So
to get it
now it's
docked.
fixed.
No way.
It took like 13 or 14 months.
Wow.
It took over a year to fix it.
It's crazy.
But yeah, now Disney can take their big ships there. Royal can take their big ships there. So yeah, it's back. It's open.
That's awesome.
I guess for Puerto Rico because that's taking money away. They had a whole dock that they couldn't use
Yeah, right.
because of
That's
an
killer.
accident
That's
that
killer.
MSC did.
Yeah.
Come on,
Was
MSC.
MSC, did they pay for that? or
I don't
this?
know.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Somebody
surely
gotta pay for
somebody
that.
paid.
Yeah.
Speaking of MSC canceled a 21-night cruise.
21 nighter.
Transatlantic cruise from Venice to Brazil set for November 7th this year, which isn't that far away.
Right.
There's no reason why. They just claimed operational adjustments.
I'll be honest with you.
But listen,
I think it's because no one booked it.
it was the MSC Lyrica.
Yeah.
Probably. You can get a full refund or rebook on a similar MSC transatlantic cruise or switch to another kind of MSC sailings and they'll no change fees, obviously.
I feel like
So-
they just don't book them. They do
Yeah,
that.
they probably couldn't book it out.
And they're like, look, you can take it over here and you could book it.
It might be cheaper for them to refund everyone than to actually go through with the cruise.
Well,
Right.
I would think not if they don't do a cruise, but if they book it somewhere else and they figure they can book it up, I guess. Yeah.
Well, it might be cheaper for them not to run the ship at all.
Right.
Like fuel wise and
Sure, no.
all that.
Yeah, but I mean,
The port
that just
fees
depends
and
on-
all.
Like, what do you
Maybe
think?
there's like
the-
4 people on this cruise.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what, guys?
I mean, they took us out on
we're
the
not
Veneta with
going.
200-300 people on it. If there was 200
That
people
was
on
the
that ship,
best
I'd be
cruise
surprised.
ever.
Yeah, like we were in the pool. There was no one out there.
Guys,
Like,
when we cruised after 2020,
yeah,
when no one was on the ships, that
it
was
was
like the
nuts.
best.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was cool to experience because you're like,
I know.
I got a ship to myself. Like we just did what I wanted.
We had like our own cruise line.
But then, if you're in the mood for the party atmosphere, there wasn't really like a great party atmosphere.
I don't care about that.
It was like me and you alone in every bar we went in.
I know, I
but
love
that's
that.
not. We like that.
we
Kinda,
like that.
You know. But now that I did the group cruise, I'm like, I wouldn't mind.
No, I like
taking-
both. I like both.
Yeah.
But at that time, I wasn't mad at it.
Yes.
Because I've never experienced a cruise ship until that time that was like that.
That's right.
Every time we were on a ship before that was like,
Pretty crowded. Yeah.
but this was just like, oh my God, we have a private yacht.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think there was anybody staying within like 15 rooms of us.
No.
That was weird.
So it was pretty cool. But yeah, guys. So I don't know. I feel like the storm is coming.
Yeah, guys, we got a big storm coming. It seems like
Thunder. I gotta walk Lily. How am I gonna walk her?
Down here, guys.
We might have to run.
We gotta turn to like our meteorologist buddy. Tell us
What was the meteorologist's name?
Tim.
No. Oh. Okay. I was thinking about Philly. What was our meteorologist called?
Oh.
Something Schwartz.
Hurricane Schwartz.
Oh yeah.
He's actually a real meteorologist, Hurricane Schwartz.
We got our buddy Tim.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something about Hurricane Schwartz. Do you remember when the disaster happened, the hurricane up in North Jersey that wrecked
Sandy?
Sandy.
Yeah.
He went on like 2-3 days before. He said it was gonna push like the water down, like the storm. There was gonna be a surge. First time I heard a surge ever. And it was gonna be pushed down by Delaware, like by Lewis, like Cape May.
Yeah.
But that's gonna cause it to overflow in North Jersey and flood. He called exactly what was gonna happen.
He knew.
I'm sure a lot of people did at that point.
I think maybe those storms are easier to calculate than the blizzards. Because I think he had a mishap on the blizzard.
No, who was I'll tell you who messed up. Not
Snow
him.
might be a little harder to track than the hurricanes.
Well, he wasn't the one that had the Hurricane Schwartz is the one that got.
So who did the blizzard mess up?
That was God, what was his name? Bolaris. John Bolaris.
Oh, okay.
He had called for the storm of the century. When you heard a funny thing, I don't know if it even snowed, but I cut this guy's hair. He was an ATF dude. That big guy, remember? And someone told me one time, they're like, see that guy? They're like, he's the one who tortured John Bolaris. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, he called him out of control. He went out of his way to like try to get him fired.
Oh, he was trying to harass him.
Yeah, I brought it up one time. I'm like, remember the whole John Blair? She's like, yeah, I'm the guy. I'm like,
congratulations.
I didn't even know there was a guy. I just thought everybody complaining and the guy left.
There's a guy.
He left.
Well, in Philly, you got a guy for everything.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm like, you're the guy that harassed. Like, you spent your life because this dude miscalculated a storm and called a storm that didn't happen, and you harassed him till he I just couldn't imagine the mentality.
Well, that was the whole crank call, and he was cranking him.
He was cranking him, but he had a job. He was an ATF dude. I'm like, dude, I just don't get why you would.
He got weird.
Yeah, he went nuts.
He went Marty on him.
But what made you so angry? Did you take off of work? Did you plan to go eat somewhere?
He trolled him.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, man, I called, I did this. He's telling me all the stuff he did. I'm like, I just couldn't see doing that, bro.
No.
I don't have that. I'd be like, man, you miscalled. You know what I'd be mad about? That I woke up and there was no snow on the ground. I didn't get off of something. I didn't get to sit on the couch that day.
I know, guys.
Probably. Right? I had to go to work.
I know. We always had to go to work. But guys, listen. Let me just remind everybody, if you don't know, I'm sure everybody knows, but this is the last week to book the Celebrity Apex out of Port Canaveral on November 1st with our group cruise, with our prices.
Yes.
The 4th of July is the last day that I can put it in. So I'm going to say the 3rd. Let's say the 3rd. Because the 4th of July is a holiday. It's a little, I might be compromised. Okay? So, the 3rd, let's make it the 3rd. The 3rd's the last day. If you want to go on that November 1st cruise on the Apex out of Port Canaveral, it's going to be a party. We're going to Puerto Plata, Puerto Rico, and St. Kitts. So, if you guys wanted to see any of those destinations, now's your chance.
I just think you gotta try this
hang out with
cruise.
us, it'll be fun.
Even if you're gonna book it, I'm looking at it like this, guys. This is what I'm trying to tell people in the barbershop. Like Mario, for instance, dude from New York.
Yeah.
I said to Mario,
He wants to go.
I said, if you want to book a cruise with your girl, if you're gonna book with Michelle, why don't you book one of our group cruises? And I'm like, look, and I even told the dude from Denver that.
Yeah.
But I was like, you don't have to hang with us.
No, but it's so much more money right now.
Their next thing is we don't watch your channel or nothing.
No,
you don't have to watch the channel. I would book it, and if worst comes to worst, you might see me down getting a coffee or something like that, and I say hi to you. I'm like, believe me when I tell you, I'm not we want all these group cruise people that were just
what
our
are
group
you
cruise.
talking about?
Wait a minute, hold on. Especially Steve and Michael and
they're like don't
Todd
run into him.
And,
you're gonna regret
Tracy,
it.
Or anyone that ran it. If you run in the gym on the thing, you better put your head down and
you gotta run from.
And guess what? I'm not that easy. I'm now weird. I've moved to Florida. I've been here 5 years.
He's waving at people.
I waved at a little kid the other day.
I'm like, why are you waving?
This little girl. She was walking. She looked at us and I waved. I didn't know. I just thought wave. It's weird to just look at her like.
Jim's like a waiver now.
I waved, but I waited in Philly. I tell people this from Florida. They think I'm crazy. In Philly and New York, you guys know. Don't even try and deny it. I'll say from DC up. You walk by people, you will look them in the eye just because you want to make sure they ain't going to make a move towards you. But you don't even say hi. No. You don't nod your head. You just look at them and you just look away and you keep going straight. I forgot about that. And then when we went on this last cruise, not this cruise, it was a cruise before. It was one of the celebrity ones. I was walking down the corridor, the hallway, and this lady, I looked up because you can walk by. And I looked up at her, and I was like, hi. And she just looked at me and just looked straight. She didn't even nod her head. I was like, oh, I forgot. I've turned into that guy.
Guys, so anyway, so you have till the end of this week. I say the 3rd, not the 4th, because
Yeah, book it.
If you want to book it, email me, cruisedorksog@gmail. I'll call you. We'll just get it together. Final payment is August 3rd, so the deposit's $500, but final payment's in a month, so that's a thing. But if you guys can't get on that one, the Celebrity Excel, on February 1st of next year, I'm booking for that as well.
You are.
So, and the rest of our group cruises, which at the end of the video, you see the list. But guys, if you want to book any of them, it's going to be fun. I mean, they're all fun. We have a good time, and it's just chill if you want to just hang out. But, and I got good prices. So that's actually the #1 reason to book. Is the
and for
prices.
first-time cruisers, I have added a new package on our group cruise where I take you around and show you guys all the ins and outs of cruising for the first day. So,
that doesn't happen, but you're welcome to just latch on and you can walk around with us and watch us not be able to find our room. It could be a thing.
Yeah. I might need snacks for the walk, but we can figure that out. You know what I mean?
You know what, guys? Have a great night.
Yeah.
We will talk to you tomorrow.
I gotta say one more thing.
What?
I think I had a dream about the dessert on Celebrity.
Which one?
The one that Tess brought me the last day.
What's she bringing?
That cream thing, that lemon cheese thing. The one Tim told us about, special for that cruise. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys.
The Danish?
That Danish.
Yeah, but they don't have them on other ships.
That's not really Danish, though.
Yeah, but you're telling people this about this. They don't have it.
What? So let me tell you.
He went on another ship and said it wasn't there.
I'm gonna fix this. I've taken it upon myself to fix this. So on this ship, I'm explaining, because here's something about Yacht Club that I thought was crazy. The chef was, hold on, time out. The chef was walking around Yacht Club asking people if there's anything that they want special, right? That's how Yacht Club is. I think Celebrity's just as good. If I go up to the person at the bakery and I say, look, I had this cheese Danish, I got video of it, I got pictures of it. Why don't you guys make this? I'll be one of them weird old people. I'll write John Hill a letter for Celebrity.
They're gonna say, I don't know.
If I wrote John Hill a letter for Celebrity, you think you'd message them for me?
No.
Is there a John Hill for Celebrity?
No, thank God. Anyway, guys, have a great night.
I'm going to complain about these cheese Danish. I want to figure this out.
Guys, have a great night. We're going to talk to you tomorrow.